What's going on? Aaron Goldsten here. So is copying somebody a good idea if you want to get wealthy? Copying their ideas, copying their strategies, copying what they've done. Should you copy someone or should you be creative? Should you come up with your own thing? Should you, figure it out on your own? And a lot of people actually do the wrong thing, and a lot of it has to do with school. Because in school, obviously, if you copy someone, that's bad. You can get in trouble if you copy someone. If you're taking a test and you just copy the answers of the person next to you, you can get in trouble for that. Wouldn't you agree? But why would you copy someone next to you? Well, you might do that for a couple reasons. One of the reasons is, maybe you're like, hell, I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm just going to randomly guess, so I might as well use this person's answers because at least there's a chance they might know what they're doing. Or it could be that you're sitting next to the smart kid. And we know the smart kid probably knows the answers. That's why they're smart. If they're smart, they got straight A's, most of their answers are going to be correct. So if copying someone in school wasn't cheating, would you copy somebody? I would. I'd copy the smart kid. They got the answers. There's no need for me to go study and figure it out. I can just copy them. Now, of course, if you need to retain the information, it would make sense to study it. But as we know, most stuff in school, probably 96% of it is junk, right? Think about it. How much of what you learned in elementary, middle, high school, and college do you use today to be successful in any area of your life or make money? Probably a small percentage. There might be a percent, if you're a nurse and you went to school for nursing, of course you're going to use some of the stuff you learned in nursing school. You're probably not going to learn anything you learned in history, though. You're probably not going to need anything you know in math class. And obviously, if you got a degree and the degree doesn't directly correlate to the position you have now that you're using to make money, you probably didn't need any of it. My dad went to school. He was this close away from becoming a doctor, but he didn't. And now he's a salesperson. Okay, how much of what he learned in school has to do with sales? Well, he had to learn how to read, right? He had to learn how to write. They kind of teach you that. You kind of got that down pretty much, once you graduate elementary school. So everything above that was pretty much junk. All the sales he got was from reading books, and his company invests in sending him to seminars to where they teach him how to sell. But all the stuff he got was pretty much, he got from his job. So anyway, with that said, let's look at a couple examples. Have you ever heard of the book or the movie The Secret? It's the thing where it kind of talks about you attract in your life what you put out and what you think. So if you think you're going to get rich, you're going to get rich. If you think you're going to get a boyfriend or girlfriend, you're going to get a boyfriend or girlfriend. It's kind of about controlling. The universe does things in mysterious ways. So as long as you go, there's a law in the universe, and as long as you understand that law, which is basically, if you believe you can do something, you can do it. If you believe you can get something, you believe it, then it'll happen. All right. Some people don't know that The Secret was based on something called The Strangest Secret. The Strangest Secret was written before The Secret came out. And it was pretty much the same thing. It was the exact same principle. All the person did that made The Secret is they took the principles in The Secret, they wrote it themselves, they explained it themselves, and then instead of calling it The Secret, The Strangest Secret, they called it The Secret. The person that created The Secret has made a bunch of money. They were not original at all. They fucking copied something that was already working. And not only did they do that, they pretty much copied the title. I mean, The Strangest Secret, The Secret, they pretty much copied everything, but they marketed it well, and it made them a bunch of money. Have you ever noticed that a lot of the movies that have been coming out recently and that are coming out are based on movies or stories that have happened in the past? There's so many movies where there was a movie about it maybe 10, 20, 30 years ago. They just redid the movie. And then a lot of times that movie that was done 20 or 30 years ago might have been based on a show that was done 50 years before that. And then what that was based on was a book that was written a few hundred years ago, or maybe 1,000 years ago. Why did they do that? Because the story is a good story. It has all the elements of what captivates an audience and would ultimately get an audience to come, an audience in large quantities. Is that the right verbiage? It doesn't matter. An audience in large groups and the masses that come to watch the movie. So they just make it. And sometimes they make it over and over again. You guys seen the Spider-Man movies? They had a bunch of Spider-Man movies. And then, I guess it was maybe a couple years ago now, they had another Spider-Man movie. It wasn't even a follow-up of the last Spider-Man movie. It was just a different Spider-Man movie. It was with that new character, that younger guy. Because it works. All right? Let's think of one more example. So when I owned that promotional company where I was making over $100,000 a year with it, I would be looking for different themes to do at the event. You know what I would do? To try to get ideas, I would go to Google. I would type in club themes, club parties, 18 and up college party ideas, because I was catering to the crowd that was 18 and up. I would go look on different websites, and they would say, oh, these are good ideas. And then I would just do a lot of those ideas. Now, sure, every now and then I would be a little creative. Like I actually met this guy a while ago. He was a balloon animal artist, so he'd make balloon animals for people. So I didn't see that on the flyer, but I thought that would be a good idea, a cool thing to try out. So sure, I'd add that to the mix. I'd be a little creative, but most of the time I would just copy what is already working. If something's already working and it's proven to work, there's no reason to try to figure it out again. There's no reason to try to recreate the wheel. Simply copy what is proven to work. You can throw your own little spin in there, but when you get started, especially if you're looking for a way to get wealthy quickly, could be in real estate, could be online, could be starting your own business. It could be if you want to have a job and you want to move up, could be copying people that have successfully quickly moved up in the field you're in. Copy them. What they're doing is working. And if you copy what people over and over, time and time again, have been doing to get a specific result, there's a very, very, very good chance if you copy what they do, you will get the exact same result.